Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Morgan Options. Here I show you how to trade binary options. And today's strategies will be not start. Before we get started, I just want to ask you one thing. Subscribe to this YouTube channel and put a like. Because I've never seen such a detailed guide like mine anywhere else. And of course, don't forget about my Telegram channel. Message me on Telegram and get even more useful information and start trading with me. So let's get to our today's trade. Today we will trade on shares and all shares of companies with the most optional character of movement and interest on payments. I have already analyzed and picked up. After analyzing the movement and analyzing the charts, I came to the conclusion that today I will try to use the breakout strategy. And for this, I have selected the appropriate indicators. These are fractal bands. I will have them go with period 5, the fractal itself with period 3, and oscillator SSI with a period of 15. In the course of my trading, I will try to explain each trade, so I think there should be no questions. Let's start with a trade of $50. This is exactly half of my balance, and all trades I will open on the minute time frame. Let's start analyzing and I will choose the first stock or the most optional entry into the deal. Let's try to open a trade on the upside here, the share of Microsoft, and here I do not open a trade oriented on my strategy. Here I am oriented exclusively on pullbacks. In the upward dynamics we see these 3 pullbacks, and in both cases I have the moving line is plus minus at the same level. Also here I have updated the local one, the minimum on the fractal, and I assume that I will have a continuation of the upward dynamics. Moreover, the exit up has already appeared. Let's look at the result of the first trade. And the first trade closes in the plus. Yes, the movement here now is not quite so dynamic, yes, but still the correctness of the entry was absolutely correct, and the dynamics of the movement followed upwards. The trade closes in plus. Excellent. Also, let's continue the opening of $50 and pick up the next stock. And here I will open immediately a trade also on the upside, in the direction of the actual trend dynamics. I use the breakout strategy here. In general, I realized that according to the given dynamics of the movement, there should be a breakdown. There should be a breakdown of the previous local maximum, which accordingly happened. The dynamics of the movement earlier was ascending, then flat dynamics, and actually after that, in most cases, we have a continuation of the trend. Let's look at the result of the second trade. And unfortunately, there was a pullback in the dynamics. Actually, the breakdown occurred and the candle was going up. I did everything absolutely right. The only thing I do not understand is why I have such a sharp pullback now. By this behavior, I am not satisfied with the movement. To get to a more satisfactory profit, I will have to put the maximum of my balance. In fact, here is a very offensive deal turned out, and you can see that the further dynamics of movement still tends upwards. Very strange. But I will not be upset. So let's continue and I will pick up the next share of the company. Let's pick a share of Twitter, and here we will open a trade on the downside. A good opening level. I'm not oriented on the breakout strategy here. I have here is formed, in my opinion, if I'm not mistaken, global maximum in the movement. Yes, exactly. So, and the moving lines on the oscillator, I have crossed the overbought area. So here is a different principle of entry, and entry is not easy. When I form a global high, always should be followed by a pullback down. Just need to catch the right entry point. Let's watch the result. Great! Trade closes in plus. Happy with this result. Let's probably put now $72 to open a further trade. If you wanna get free real money to your trading account right now, in the description of this video I will leave a link to this trading platform, my friends. I trade here every day and I write a new promo that gives you real free money to the balance. You can use them for trading. It's best way for practice for beginners. This is the amount of my profit at the moment. In general, a little combo, so this amount per trade will suit me. Let's continue and pick up the next stock. Of course, I will open a trade here on the upside. Here not oriented again on the breakout strategy. I have a very well formed support area, and I'm betting that it will work out, and there will be a rebound as it happened in the previous times and dynamics of the move. I have should basically correct up a little bit. Also, a bounce from the oversold area is possible. Let's see. Or maybe I was wrong and should have gone with the breakout strategy again. So let's see. Last seconds to close, most likely yes, I was wrong here. Yes, there is a breakdown of the support area and the trade closed unfortunately in the negative. I will put it back in $100 for the next trade. Something today I'm not quite satisfied with my trade. I have to take a lot of risk. Let's go ahead and pick it up. The next share of the company. I think everything should work out for me, because I have already closed a large number of trades in the negative. The next variant of opening will be with a more detailed analysis. Let's continue and pick up the next share. Here I will open a deal on decrease. On this share of the company, a global maximum is formed. I opened this kind of trade a little bit earlier. In general, the logic of entry remains absolutely the same. I think the crossing of the overbought area is about to take place. A relatively good opening level and relatively good opening point. Very strong upward impulses were present earlier. Very strong upward movement volumes, yes. There was a small pullback. But it's like, I don't think it's quite a serious pullback, and still a pullback of the move should happen. Just let's look beyond the end of the trade. And the trade closes in plus, now without any problems. It's an absolutely easy entry. Let's put the maximum of my balance again. I'm not really happy with the movement today, to be honest. And it's like it's gone bad in the last minutes of trading. When I was analyzing, of course, it was not like this. But of course, I have to open trades not according to the strategy. But in general, also, this kind of trades you can open. But the most important thing is to choose a component opening level. Focus on our oscillator. And in general, 80% of cases, such trades also always closes in plus. Let's for consolidation, I will open one more trade for the full amount of my balance. Let's continue and pick up the next share of the company. Here I will open a trade on the upside in the direction of trend dynamics. There is a breakdown of the upper fractal band, and here I will also have a breakdown on the past local maximum. Respectively, after the formation of this local minimum and breakdown of the past maximum, I also think that a new local maximum should be formed a few price levels higher. Here I also note that the same breakout of the upper band, and I note the reversal of the moving line oscillator. Let's see the result of this trade. And the trade closes in plus. Yes, it was not quite a clear continuation of the upward dynamics, even followed a small pullback. But in general, the right opening timing and open level has brought me to a successfully closed trade. Let me probably lock in today's profit. Let's move on to the conclusion. Of course, the amount of today's profit is not that big, but it's not that big. I don't like the character of today's movements, so I will probably stop trading. Let's fix today's profit. The sum of today's profit will be $268. The withdrawal operation is successfully executed. Well, that's how the trade turned out today with the use of these indicators. If you still have any questions, in the description under the video you can find a link to my Telegram and ask any question you want. I will try to help everyone. And good luck in trading, guys, and see you soon.